Hi, my name is Martin Koehring. I'm a global sustainability expert with more than 15 years of experience analyzing macroeconomic and geopolitical developments with a focus on climate change, natural resources, and sustainability. Until recently, I worked as a European practice lead for sustainability at the Economist Impact, which is part of the Economist group, the publisher of the Economist newspaper. I was the project director of one of Economist Impact's flagship indices, the Food Sustainability Index. Today, I will present key highlights from the latest iteration of the index with a focus on Slovenia. So for that purpose, I'm going to share my screen. So first of all, in terms of the details of the index itself, the 2021 Food Sustainability Index, which is also abbreviated FSI, was produced by Economist Impact with the support of the Barilla Foundation. It measures sustainability of food systems in 78 countries across three key issues outlined in the 2015 BCFN Milan Protocol: food loss and waste, sustainable agriculture, and nutritional challenges. The 2021 index contains 38 indicators and 95 sub-indicators that address societal, environmental, and economic themes. These indicators look at the inputs, you look at things like policies, strategies, and other interventions aimed at addressing the issue, and the outputs, the kind of quantitative outcomes. So then, if you look at, how representative the index is, it's very representative. So the 2021 FSI assesses 78 countries, which together represent 92% of global GDP and 92% of the global population. In terms of the methodology, so in order to compare different concepts and categories against one another, indicator scores are normalized and then aggregated across categories. So there's a 0 to 100 scale. All indicators are normalized where 100 represents the highest level of sustainability and 0 represents the lowest, using a min-max formula. So let's use one example. You can find out more about the indicators and all the, the data in the spreadsheet that comes with this presentation, as well as the map on the website, where you can also find all these details. So if we let's look at an indicator example 4.14, which is pesticide used in agriculture. The raw data is pesticide used in agriculture per 1,000 hectare. So Tanzania, which gets the highest score in this category, has a raw data score of 0 tons per 1,000 hectare. This translates into a normalized score of 100 and a rank of 1 out of 78 countries. So for Slovenia, the raw data is 1.59 tons per 1,000 hectare. This translates into a normalized score of 86.6 and a rank of 56 out of 78 countries. Japan is the lowest scorer in this particular indicator. It gets raw data, that shows 11.9 tons per 1,000 hectare. This means a normalized score of 0 for Japan in this score, and a rank of 78 out of 78. In terms of the weights, indicators are weighted differently to reflect different assumptions about their relative importance. This means that not all indicators have the same level of importance in the index. So the expert assigned weights are defaults, are the default setting in the index. And these are based on extensive discussion with experts and stakeholders. So we had an advisory board that helped, with the index weights. This enables the index to guide policy actions as it helps reflect real-world scenarios. There's also a second option that you will see in the spreadsheet as well. The second option is where all categories, are weighted equally. This has the advantage of simplicity and does not involve subjective judgment. A disadvantage of this option is that that it really assumes that all categories are equally significant, which doesn't really reflect the real world. You can also play around with the different weights and all the indicators in the spreadsheet that I mentioned. In terms of the first categories, you have food loss and waste. It's grouped into two categories. You have food loss and food waste. The pillar consists of 5 indicators and 10 sub-indicators. As you can see here, food loss is more kind of a post-harvest loss. So we look at things like, for example, storage solutions, and end-user waste. This is kind of more kind of consumer-level waste. So look at things like, is there a strategy? Is there an agency? What about food waste research and these kind of things? Sustainable agriculture is the largest pillar and is split up in 3 categories. We have water, land, and air. And the pillar consists of 22 indicators and 46 sub-indicators. You can see the categories here on the right-hand side. In terms of nutritional challenges, They are grouped into 3 categories: life quality, life expectancy, and dietary patterns. You can see the 3 pillars here. It consists of 11 indicators and 25 sub-indicators. In terms of the overall findings, you can find this in the on the website with the map, and you can find this in the spreadsheet and the reports that come with this presentation. The 78 countries in the 2021 FSI have been grouped into 4 categories based on their performance in the index: very high, high, medium, and low. And that's also reflected here in the color coding. This emphasis on broader groupings encourages a shift away from country rankings so that we can focus on the lessons these generate for best practices in food sustainability. Slovenia, as you can see here highlighted, is in the high category, ranked joint 33rd among 78 countries. So this is Slovenia in context, and you can see this in the spreadsheet. You can also compare Slovenia with other countries. You can find out about all of the scores and indicators for Slovenia. So Slovenia is 33rd in the index. So comparing with Sweden, the best performer in the index, and 2 neighboring countries, Croatia and Hungary. So Slovenia is 43, for example, in food loss and waste. As you can see, food loss is particularly an issue there, where Slovenia is only ranked 65th. In sustainable agriculture, Slovenia is 31st. Water, it seems to be more of a category with room for improvement, where Slovenia is ranked 45th. And as you can see here in red are the indicators where and the categories where Slovenia scores worse than the comparator countries. But you can, as I said, you can put other countries there in the spreadsheet. In terms of nutritional challenges, actually Slovenia does pretty well, 11th compared, for example, with 18 Croatia and 31 Hungary. But within nutritional challenges, life quality is more of an issue, where Slovenia is ranked 25th compared with the neighbors that score better there. But again, have a look at the spreadsheet. And in general, you can have a look at the website, where you can find out a lot more detail about the index: impact.economist.com/projects/food sustainability. So my name is Martin Koehring. As I said, I'm a global sustainability expert. My email address is here if you'd like to have more details and want to collaborate in the future. My website is here as well. In my day job, I'm Global Director of Impact at Forum for the Future, which is an international sustainability nonprofit that focuses on system change and applied futures, with a particular focus on food systems, energy systems, and the role of business in society. You can also find out more information in the appendix that is added here as well, and also the documents that are that come with this presentation. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, so do not hesitate to get in touch if you'd like to discuss any questions that you might have. Thank you very much.